We have lots of crazy conversations, but this time, you're invited. You're listening to your favorite mother-daughter duo, the Crozier Girls.
Okay, hi. We're literally sitting beside each other. We're trying to record in person, so we did get quite a bit of feedback that Rebecca's audio is actually better through her computer and not using her microphone.
But also, I was using a different microphone last time, so that could also be part of it.
Yeah, but we got, when that mic went dead and then your computer audio, it was really good.
I know, but I was using a different microphone than I've ever used before on any of our pods. Like, it was a different Bluetooth mic, so it could also be that.
I understand, but Dad complains about your mic all the time, not just this past episode. And I think it's because it's Bluetooth.
Oh, well,
I don't think
my
it's
only
this good of
option,
quality.
guys. So,
but if it's better through your computer, we could definitely try that next time that we're not in person beside each other. So anyway, so we may try that. But for today, we are trying to get this one last episode in for all of our adoring fans. So this is what you get. So, okay, to start, I have to tell you what happened this morning.
Okay.
While you were sleeping away until way into the late hours of the day, Dad and I went on a walk this morning, and it's pretty hot here. 70s, which is crazy for Christmas time. And we got back, and I was like, I'm cold plunging. This is the perfect day to cold plunge. And so I told Dad, I was like, you should cold plunge with me. Like, his back's been hurting. It's supposed to be good for, inflammation in your body, whatever. So he's like, all right. So I start my timer and in I go. I wish you could have seen it. Dad gets in the pool and he's like, I'm having a heart attack. I can't breathe. I'm having a heart attack.
Oh my gosh.
He was in 3 seconds. He was out.
Oh my goodness.
It was hilarious.
And women are the dramatic ones.
I know. He was like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm having a heart attack. He was out so fast out of that pool. And I was like, you didn't do it right. You have to go in the water with the mindset that, yes, it's going to be freezing, but you have to control your breathing. You can't be, you have to slow down your breathing like you're in labor. He was like, I've never been in labor. I'm like, okay, heard. How about when you have your kidney stone? Like, you have to take deep, slow breaths.
And slow down your labor when you have a kidney stone?
No, I said like when he had his kidney stone. He's never been in labor, so
I
he doesn't know what that's
saying.
like.
You have to slow down your breath when you have a kidney stone.
Yes, so like anytime you're in deep pain,
Oh.
like very uncomfortable, it helps your heart to slow down your breathing. And anyway, so Joker he's out, right? Because he jumped out so fast. He was there like 3 seconds, jumps out. He got back in. He was like, okay, I'm going to try it again. He literally got back in, which to me is even harder because now it's going to be so cold. So
did he stay in?
I told him, I was like, your goal needs to be 30 seconds. And he did. He stayed in 30. Well, I'd been in for at that point about 4 minutes. And I think he probably stayed 20 to 30 seconds. So.
Okay. How long do you usually stay in?
4 to 5 minutes until my body starts warming itself back up in the water. Like your body starts getting hot in the water, even though the water is freezing. And then it's like, okay, my body's doing its job. So now I can get out.
I think that means you're on your way to hypothermia. I think that's what that means.
Well, no, it just means your body kicks into gear and it starts speeding up your metabolism to heat your body back up and burning fat to heat your body up. And so,
okay.
And it feels really good after. Like, I highly recommend it. If you have not tried cold plunging, I highly recommend it. So,
well, a lot of people don't have a pool in their backyard that's cold. So,
right. But like Aunt Erin just got a cold plunge tub thing. It's like inflatable and you blow it up and then you fill it with water and put ice in it.
It's a pool. It's a kiddie pool. That's what she got.
No, it's not a kiddie pool because it's tall.
Oh.
It's basically like a can, like a soda can, but big enough for a body. Like it's a cylinder.
Okay. Well, just a cylinder.
Right.
Yeah. You could have just a cylinder, not a soda can. I know what shape a cylinder is.
True. I didn't think about saying that word until I was describing it. So it's basically just like an inflatable cylinder.
An inflatable cylinder.
And I don't know if it's tall enough to stand in or if you kind of have to like sit or squat or float. I don't really
Interesting.
know because
Okay.
I use my pool, but
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay.
so that
You
was
could
kind of
get a
funny.
soda can if you don't have a pool.
Yeah, just get yourself a big soda can. Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good. And I guess we were laughing. I was laughing. Dad wasn't laughing, but I was laughing at him. I was laughing so loud. McKinney's window opens
Oh, really?
and he starts like taking video. So it was pretty funny.
Taking video of y'all.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So anyway, so that was our morning while you were sleeping. And
Yeah.
then now we're going to record this podcast. Last episode of 2025, our inaugural year.
Mm-hmm.
I realized I didn't put that on our Christmas card as a highlight. And I should
You should have, because it was a big part of our year, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Podcast. Not every day you start a
Yeah.
podcast. So
Also, like, that would have been good free advertising for the podcast.
I know we should have put the QR code on there.
Yeah. If you want to know more about what the Croziers have been doing this year, listen to our podcast.
Yeah, missed opportunity for sure. Well, maybe
Yeah.
next year. But we've had an eventful week and a half since we last recorded. So we thought we would give you guys a little rundown on our Christmas, and then we'll wrap up the year with a couple fun things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good. So on Sunday, we decided to be European for the day, and we went to St. Philip's, right? Is that the name of it? St. Philip's Cathedral in kind of just in Atlanta, to a Lessons and Carols service, which is like an Anglican Episcopal church service that they do around Christmas time. And they read the 9 lessons, which is like from Genesis to like the birth of
from the fall
Jesus, basically,
of man through the incarnation.
Mm-hmm. And they sing Christmas song, like a lot of older carols and hymns.
Carols. Like Dad was asking me about it, and he was, I can't remember what he asked. And I said, well, he said, what did they say? He was asking me what songs. And I'm like, I've never heard of them. You've never heard of most of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not common carols.
Some of them were like choral pieces, like the choir sang.
Right, only the choir.
Yeah, and then some were just older carols.
Right. It was beautiful. That cathedral, it is so pretty.
Yeah.
And it was obviously built for really great acoustics. And so the choral music was just so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good find that you found that. And so well done. And I think we'll definitely go next year and take the boys with us. I think they'll enjoy it. I really
think they
do.
will too. Yeah. More than our
Christmas Eve experience
service.
Which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But after Lessons and Carols.
Yes, after Lessons and Carols, we went to the German Christmas market in Lawrenceville, which I guess they do that every year, right?
Well, they do the Chris Kendall market. It used to be in Buckhead.
Okay.
But this is the first year it's been in Lawrenceville.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if it's in Lawrenceville again next year, everyone should go. It's really cute and fun, but we do recommend probably going on a weekday night because it was very, very crowded when we went on like the Sunday night before Christmas. So
yeah, I would say go earlier in the season.
Yeah.
The first couple weeks of December and a weeknight, because when we were there, really we couldn't get any of the food we wanted for the most part because the lines were probably 30-45 minutes long, and we weren't going to stand in line for that. So
yeah, I guess we did go on a weeknight, but it was like the week of Christmas, so
and a lot of people take off, and it was still a Sunday. Kids don't have school on Monday at that point because we were so late in the season.
That's true.
So anyway, so we learned a little bit of what not to do because it was just, for my taste, it was too crowded. It wasn't as enjoyable, I think, as it could have been. So,
yeah, I agree. But it was still fun.
Still a great experience, and good job to our friend Chuck Wormington on a wonderful, fun holiday thing to do in the downtown Lawrenceville, and the Winter Wonderland walk from G-Jack to the actual market was great. And so we enjoyed that thoroughly as well. So anyway.
Very well done.
Right. So that was a fun day. And then I took you home, dropped you off at your apartment, and I came home to watch Die Hard 2.
So two very different Christmas experiences.
That's right. Definitely not European.
No.
Die Hard 2 would not fall in that category. But
listen. And that is the duality of man. We have high church Anglican services and Die Hard.
That's right.
So,
but it was fun. It
yeah.
was good. Oh, that was fun. And then let's see, that was Sunday. And then Christmas Eve is always so fun. We go to my mom and dad's on Christmas Eve, and it's always tons of people, my sisters and their kids, and some of them have kids that are there. So it's just a lot of fun. My mom and dad, of course, and then my aunt comes down from South Carolina. So that was a fun time. We play lots of cards. We eat lots of good food. We eat pinto beans. Should we tell why we eat pinto beans on Christmas Eve?
We should, because I don't even remember.
You don't know the story?
I mean, like, I'm sure I've heard it, and it probably has something to do with Meemaw, but I don't know.
Okay. So my mom and her sister Connie, when they were growing up, you know, they didn't have a lot of money, and pinto beans were very cheap. And so they ate pinto beans a lot. And one time, the two of them decided to go on strike against pinto beans.
Oh, wait, I didn't know this.
And so they made posters, and they, like, you know, no more pinto beans. And they marched around the house and the kitchen on strike against pinto beans. And then I think as they got a little bit older, they realized, hey, we actually enjoy eating pinto beans, so let's start having them on Christmas Eve. And that was probably my grandmother's idea, honestly, and it stuck. So now we all eat pinto beans on Christmas Eve.
That's funny. I don't think I actually knew that then, the strike story. That's hilarious.
Yep. So Mom and Connie with their signs as little girls, no more pinto beans.
We should do a fake strike on pinto beans next Christmas Eve and like surprise Gaga and Connie.
Bring signs.
Yeah.
Some of our family members, it would not be fake. They would actually be striking.
But they don't have to eat
them.
it. Yeah, they don't have to. It's an option. So.
My papa, before he passed away, he used to think it was the funniest thing that your dad would not eat pinto beans. Like, yeah, he just would tease him.
Oh my God.
We're going to let you have the biggest serving, Robbie. You know, he just would constantly be teasing him about
Did the other sons-in-law, like, eat them?
I don't know. I guess Bobby must eat them. He was the first. And then David Waterworth was the second, and I don't remember. And then Dad. So I wonder if Dad was the first one that didn't eat them. I don't know.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So anyway, so we have pinto beans on Christmas Eve. And then you and me decided that we were going to go so our church does a Christmas Eve service, but it's at 4:00 on Christmas Eve. And we're right in the throes of doing Christmas with my family. And we've
just never gone.
We're never able to get to church by 4:00. So, and I mean, no criticism on our church, because I get that.
That's also the time that every Christmas Eve service ever.
Right. It's a good time because the pastors and the staff want to get home to their families on Christmas Eve too. So no criticism there. We just aren't ever able to attend. So you and I decided this year we're going to find one and we wanted it to be like a traditional, like really beautiful, like high church music, like a mass of some sort.
A midnight mass, but we were thinking maybe we can find one that's not at midnight, so it's like a little earlier.
Right.
Like we were looking for what we had experienced on Sunday at St. Philip's.
Correct.
Yeah.
But we wanted it Christmas Eve so the boys could come.
Yes.
And indeed, we did find a time that worked for us.
8 p.m., which if that sounds like a little bit of an interesting time for a Christmas Eve service, you're correct, it is.
Yes. The website, we looked it up on the website. So before people are like, why didn't you check the website? We did. It wasn't laid out well.
And see,
and it was
a
bit confusing.
Disagree.
But you weren't looking where the Christmas tab.
Yeah, I looked under the Mass tab and the Christmas tab. It was arranged differently, but both said in parentheses after the 8 p.m. said Espanol or ES.
No, the Christmas tab had all their times for Christmas Eve, and under all three of them in parentheses it said Espanol.
So if anything, all three of those would have been Espanol, not like
right. Which we were like, surely not all of their services on Christmas Eve are going to be in Spanish. And therefore, it's probably like there's an option. Like there's another place room you can go to, and it's a translator. I don't know.
Which was very self-centered of us to think like, oh, there's an option for Espanol, and it'll be in English, not the other way around.
Correct.
Honestly.
Very self-centered.
Yeah.
But here we are.
We pull up, and every single person getting out of their car is Hispanic. we see a white van drive by with ladders on it. And we're like, okay, so maybe this service is in Spanish. Am I allowed to say that? Will I get canceled? That's just the reality of it. I appreciate anyone who is in that field because I'm not. Like I'm not. Right. That's just the reality.
That is reality.
Like,
generally, people who are a lot of paint companies are owned by Hispanics. So
100%.
Anyway, so we're walking in, and at this point, we have a pretty good idea that maybe the service is going to be in Spanish.
Yeah. It was.
It was 100% in Spanish.
Yeah. It also wasn't traditional in this, like
at all.
Yeah, like it was Catholic, but they had guitars. They were singing very it was Latino music,
basically like salsa music. I kind of thought maybe we would start get up and doing the salsa.
Yeah,
it was
sure.
So anyway, I guess maybe it was a traditional Hispanic Catholic mass.
Right. Well, it was. I mean, it was all the Catholic stuff was happening. It just was like they had guitars. It wasn't like there was no choir. There was no.
There was like a praise team.
Yeah. Yeah.
That were singing while everyone was coming in. And so we kind of went back and forth. Should we stay or should we go? That was great. That was good. So we kind of went back and forth if we should stay or should we go. And at the end of the day, we decided to stay because what's better than a new cultural experience on Christmas Eve?
Right. We only stayed for like an hour. Like we left before it ended. I mean, I think they were wrapping up, but yeah, but
we left while they were doing communion because we could read the screen that was very clear that if you're not Catholic, you're not to take communion.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, if they're not going to let us have communion, we're out.
Right.
We're not staying for the rest of this.
For sure.
We did stay for the offering baskets to be passed, however.
They were passed twice. There were two of them passed by us twice, and they were huge buckets.
They were huge baskets. I mean, deep, like Easter baskets, like really big.
Easter baskets.
And they were full. Like they were pretty full both times they went past. So I don't know if our church is doing it wrong and only passing the plate once.
Good point.
Maybe we need to be passing it down each row twice.
And maybe they need to be like deeper because maybe you don't want to like put your money like right on top.
In case it slides out.
Yeah.
Because ours are real shallow.
Ours are really shallow. I've actually thought about that before. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, like subconsciously.
I would drop money if I were an usher.
Good point.
You know,
good point. I wonder if subconsciously too, people are going to put more in if it's a bigger basket.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like if you have a huge suitcase, you're more likely to pack more stuff.
Right? Because you're like, well, I can fit it. I might as well pack it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So that's we need to pass this feedback along.
Right.
Maybe our church has prayer cards where you can put prayer requests on the back and drop them in the plate. Maybe we should put
a suggestion.
Like it's like a suggestion
bigger
box.
offering plates if you want to continue being a church, like if you need more money, like bigger offering
baskets, and pass it down each row twice,
and maybe get rid of automatic paying.
Yeah,
online
the automatic pay so that it's people like actually have to put it in the plate. Which I'm a fan of that.
But then, like, people will be writing checks, and checks are also expensive, and no one has checks anymore. You know, that's like, true. I would have to go withdraw, which I could withdraw cash. I mean, I could do that. But anyways, that's a whole other side topic.
I wonder, too, if the strategy behind passing it twice, it's like, okay, you pass it the first time so they know, like, get your money out.
Is coming. Yeah, that's
and
a good point.
Like, if it's passing and you don't have your money out, you can just be like, oh, I just won't put any in. But then if it comes again, you're ready.
You're like, oh, well, I guess my money's out.
Right. I'm ready. You're prepared. So,
yeah.
Anyway, so that was interesting.
Yep.
My favorite thing is Micah had Google Translate Live going, so we could follow along with a good bit of like the speaking stuff. I mean, the songs, the words were on the screens, which were great. I was singing along. I have no idea what I was singing.
So true.
I know that the word Maria was used a lot, so I was probably worshiping Mary at some point. I do not know.
I don't think they necessarily worship Mary in their songs, but I mean, I guess we don't know.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
But what I do know is from Google Translate as we were watching it. My favorite part of the whole service. This man gets up and walks out, and right after it pops up on Michael's Google Translate, it said, "There goes another one." So funny, Mike, and I got so tickled. I mean, I think the man was just getting up to use the bathroom, and obviously that's not what the pastor was meaning, but it was hilarious. So
that's so
anyway,
funny.
yeah. So
It was a good experience.
it was a good experience. And then we got home and did our usual Christmas Eve stuff, untying our final candy ribbon,
watching Home Alone,
which is the most important Crozier family tradition. Yes.
which we didn't always do. I feel like we started it like 10 years ago or something.
Well, we didn't do it when you guys were little because we'd get home from Pop and Gaga's and we had to get y'all in bed because we needed to make sure there was plenty of time for Santa to do his work.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This year, Santa did his work at 8:00 in the morning while the children were still nestled all snug in their beds. So that's how it works these days. But what would we like to talk about what McKinney's favorite part is in Home Alone?
Yes. McKinney's favorite part.
Well, watching movies with McKinney, especially movies that are like slapstick, like comedy, it's
he thinks things funny that like I wouldn't think are funny, but then he's laughing and it's like, okay, I guess it's funny.
Then
like,
he starts laughing and the rest of us are laughing because he doesn't just like, oh, that's funny. I mean, he's like doubled over in laughter over like the least
something
little
that's
things.
like not like it's like not even funny, but I guess people have different senses of humor. So
it's really fun to watch funny movies with McKinney because he just laughs so much at the strangest things. So, but his favorite part in Home Alone is when Marv is coming in the window.
Yeah. And there are ornaments on the ground that Kevin has put there, obviously, as an obstacle. And like ornaments that like are fragile and like would hurt if you stepped on them. So obviously like that's the goal. But instead of just stepping down, Marv comes in the window and slams his feet down.
And not just 1 foot at a time either.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, and he doesn't look like if you're climbing in a window, you're going to look to see where are my feet going to go.
Maybe. I don't know if I would, but under this circumstance, I probably would. Because at this point I would be like, well, this kid has gotten me so many times. Yeah.
Right. But Marv slams his feet down on these ornaments.
At the same time.
Both
it is
feet,
so weird. Yeah.
And McKinney just loses his mind every time. And it's
so funny.
It is one of the great joys of Christmas Eve is watching that scene with McKinney. So anyway.
Yep.
So that was our Christmas Eve. And then we had fun Christmas Day. It was just us. We also have a fun Christmas Day tradition that the 5 of us do.
Oh, yes. We go to Waffle House for like late breakfast, lunch, just kind of depending on when we get there.
Right. Right.
But yeah,
So
that's
that
always
was
good.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
The workers this year were very lively.
Yeah, they kept clapping and cheering whenever something would happen. Like clearly it was something that would happen and then they would clap and cheer.
Know, but yeah.
But it was fun. It's always a fun atmosphere.
It's always a fun atmosphere. There's a lot of people that are wearing their pajamas, which I have very strong opinions about. It's not my jammies, no pun intended. It is not my jam. Like, put on clothes, people.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
It's not cute. It's not funny. You're just like in your pajamas in public where people can see.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I don't like it at all. So anyway, so we wear clothes.
Yep, fully clothed. Both the boys said to me at one point, I want to work at Waffle House on Christmas Eve. Like 2 separate times.
Day.
Or Christmas Day, sorry. Yeah, Christmas Day.
They get good tips. There's no doubt about that. Everybody's usually pretty generous is my understanding. So anyway. Yep. And the dad's family came over and that was fun. Just had a good dinner and and then Christmas was over. And are you sad? Because you always get really sad the day after Christmas.
Yeah, it's more of like Christmas Day evening. Like I was sad. We were watching Home Alone 2 and I was like, oh, like Christmas is
season
over. But I'm excited because we're going to go to Big Canoe tomorrow and that kind of helps to have the Big Canoe thing before New Year's. Yeah.
Because it's always, I mean, it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
My family comes up with all of my sisters, their kids, and we just have good food, games, walks. It's just a lot of fun. So
yep, I agree. One of my favorite weeks out of the year.
Yeah, so everybody says that.
I know.
That's great.
Yep.
Okay, well, should we move on to just wrapping up the year of the Crozier Girls podcast?
Yes.
I don't know if you guys... some of y'all listen on Spotify. Some of you listen on other things. but Spotify sent us a Spotify Wrapped for creators. Do you want to explain what a Wrapped is, Rebecca?
Well, I don't feel like I need to necessarily explain that, but it is, if you don't know, it's just like a like a summary, I guess, of our year and like how we did
Right.
as a podcast.
Right. Like
on
if you
Spotify.
use Spotify, they send you a Wrapped for your just personal listening. And it's like, this is how many hours you've listened. And this is your top, who you listen to the most. And based on who you listen to, you're, X years old, whatever, which to me is
That's a new feature this year.
It's a new
and, like,
feature
it
and it's
doesn't make
not
any
accurate
sense.
at all
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
anyway. So we were pleased to get from Spotify the 2025 Wrapped for creators. And again, this is only based on people that listen on Spotify. If you listen on something else, our hosting platform is sending us a Wrapped for that, but it's not going to be out till like mid-January, they said, which...
Who cares about Wrapped anymore? Like we're in 2026.
Exactly. So maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe we won't. We'll just have to see when the time comes. But we are going to go over what our 2025 Spotify Wrapped for creators is. Okay. So the first thing that it tells us is which episode was like the most listened to for the year.
It was our second episode, Why Croatia and What Did the Parents Think About It? Which I think we were surprised by that because there was one episode that we kept seeing was the highest. But this is just Spotify, and I guess
this is just Spotify.
Most listened to,
and also like downloads versus just streaming it are different, and we just don't know how to figure all that out.
So don't ask us because we're not in STEM. So
all we know is what our hosting platform tells us how many downloads per episode. Otherwise, we are clueless. But episode number 2 was the most listened to on Spotify. And I think it's interesting that it's before we even started doing our titles with alliteration.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
That's true.
So,
yep.
It says it was played, at least on Spotify, 54% more than our average episode.
Which is a lot.
I think people just really wanted to know if Dad and I were mad that you went to Croatia.
I guess.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So,
but if you guys were mad, like we wouldn't be talking about that on the podcast, but
yeah, I don't know.
I don't either.
Okay, so the next thing is...
the most Spotify comments, which I think we probably only have like 5 comments total over our like 20-something episodes.
Right. So episode 5, Trash, Trenchcoat, and Titanic got the most comments. And now thinking about it, I do remember that. We got a lot of comments on like just the Titanic and our thoughts on Jack and Rose hanging on the door or the plank of wood.
Yeah.
And on like mine and Dad's first date, how we talked about how anyway, there was just a lot
to respond to.
Yeah, respond to. And also like the trench coat. I mean,
yeah.
That was a fun little conversation. Yeah. So, okay, the most used emoji was the like crying with laughter emoji. So,
probably the only emoji used in a Spotify comment and probably only used once or twice, but it was used. So thank you guys.
I guess that means we're funny.
That's true.
So I'll take that as a personal compliment. Okay. Let's see. Our listening passport got a real workout, it says. So what that means is it tells us 5 different countries were reached. And interestingly enough, one of those countries is not Croatia.
But also, I never listened to the podcast, so I guess it's not interesting.
That's crazy, though.
But also, if I were to listen, it wouldn't be on Spotify. Like, I listen to all my podcasts on Apple Podcasts. So there were a few times I would, like, play one to listen for something, but it was never on Spotify. So I guess that makes sense.
So this is just from Spotify. Our top countries were coming in at number 6.
Number 5, New Zealand. It is a 5.
That's a 5?
It's not a 6.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I don't have all my glasses. And then...
Australia. Number 3 was France. Number 2, Romania. Number 1, the United States.
Of course. And the rest of those make sense because we have some friends. You have a friend in, a mutual friend in Romania. You have a friend from France that...
I do. She did listen. And then also... we have a friend who moved to France.
Whitney may have listened a few times while she was there. Maybe not. I don't know. Australia, you have a friend that you met in Australia?
Yeah, but I don't even think we started I met her. Well, I guess we'd started the podcast, but I don't think we ever talked about it. And she doesn't have social media, so I don't see how she would know.
Okay.
So that one is confusing.
That is a mystery. Australia and New Zealand, we have some listeners, some fans. So if you're listening, we love you and keep listening. Let's see. This is pretty interesting that our show was a top 10 show for 40 fans. So 40 of you don't listen to any podcasts pretty much except ours. Is what that tells me.
Yep.
So thank you so much. We love you all. We were a top 5 show for 32 fans.
That's insane.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Wow. This is huge.
Yeah. Number 1 show for 13 fans. So 13 of you don't listen to a single other podcast.
More than you listen to ours. This is the one where these people listen to no other podcast. I mean,
they're right.
Clearly, they were introduced to the world of podcasts
through us.
Yes. They're a friend or family member that loves us and was like, well, I guess I have to listen to them.
Yeah. Or, I guess it could just be.
But listen,
could listen to other podcasts.
For you 13 fans on Spotify where Crozier Girls is your number 1 show, we love you. Yeah. And we appreciate you tuning in every week.
For you.
We are doing this for you.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Okay. Let's see. Our top fans streamed us 1.2 times more than everyone else. So they're consistent. I think that's what that means. We can count on them.
Too. Not really sure what that means.
We can count on them. Hold on.
40% hit play within 24 hours of a new episode drop. So 40% of you guys are waiting with bated breath by your phone for us to post a new episode. And the second we do, you're playing it. So thank you.
I guess in the words of Rebecca, I think that means
they're
obsessed with us.
Yeah.
Yes. Well done. I was wondering if you would pick up on where I was going with that.
Yeah.
That is dedication. But I think probably the most interesting.
We're a 2025 marathon show, which means that fans listen to us for longer than 86% of other shows. So I guess they started listening and they kept listening. They didn't get bored after a few episodes. Right. Okay.
Because again,
they're obsessed with us.
And they need to know what we're saying.
Absolutely. They need to know everything we're talking about.
For sure. Let's see. This is really interesting considering we got almost no comments, but it says we're a 2025 talked about show. We received more comments than 94% of other shows, which that can't be true.
That can't be true, but also I never checked the Spotify comments, so I guess it's possible we have lots of comments that we've never seen.
That's true. Occasionally I'll find an email from Spotify in my promotions folder, and it's you have a new comment. But if I don't see that, I'm not seeing comments. So
sorry if we missed your comment this year.
Yeah, we do love you, and we love that you comment. But
is that it?
Let's see. The biggest statistic is, guys, we were a 2025 instant hit show,
which means that our debut season, which I guess is just this season, was more popular than 91% of other new shows. So we had an immediate fan base.
That's right.
We didn't have to build a fan base.
I mean, that's pretty amazing. There were only 9% of other shows that were released in 2025 that were more popular than us.
And that's just on Spotify.
And I want to know what those other 9 shows are.
9% of shows. It could actually be hundreds.
That's right. That's true. 9%.
Yeah,
9%.
There's not just 9.
9%. Yeah, this is why I don't do math. So
that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But listen, guys, we're here to say thank you.
Yeah. We're here to say thank you for everything that you've given us this year.
Right. Because you've given us more than we could ever give you.
We've actually gotten more out of this experience than you guys have.
That's true. We have had the best fun, and it was a really cool way for us to connect with each other when Rebecca was overseas. And also, it's been a fun way to connect with you guys because it's weird, but also very cool when we're with friends and they're like, oh, yeah, I heard you talk about this on the podcast.
Or if you start telling a friend something and they're like, oh, I've already heard this story. And you're like, what? I haven't talked to you in a week. And they're like, no, the podcast. And you're like, oh, LOL, that's awkward. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's been fun. We've enjoyed it.
I feel like we've spread awareness about a lot of things. I was thinking about this.
Okay, what are our top issues?
Well, I think I've had a lot of my friends and a lot of people say, I have been using the Yuka app and it's changed my life. So
listen, why are we not getting sponsored by
don't
Yuka?
know. Because,
Yes.
yeah, our listeners are Yuka's top fans. So thanks for using the Yuka app this year. I promise this is not a paid promotion.
Right. No, it's
Yeah.
not.
I think the other thing is that we spread awareness about our our sleep things, the things that we sleep with that we've slept with since we were
normalized
kids.
sleeping with your childhood security item.
I've had a lot of people bring that up, like post that episode. I had someone who was a friend of a friend say, my friend sent me this episode because she was like, you need to listen to this. And that's the only episode of your podcast I've listened to. And I was like, wow. She was like, yeah, thank you for talking about that. And I was like, oh my goodness, we're just doing so much good in the world.
We are doing so much good in the world.
I know.
Wow. Okay. This is a pretty life-changing episode. I'm really happy. I wish I'd thought more about some of the other issues that we've brought to light that we have really helped to bring awareness to.
Those are the only two I can think of right now, but I know there are others.
I know we really help the people understand what not to do in a lot of things, like please don't use inflatables for your Christmas decorating.
Please don't listen to things on your phone without having AirPods in a public place.
Yes, correct.
Oh, we talked a lot about bathrooms. I feel like that was a hot topic.
We talked so much about bathrooms. So, thank you Buc-ee's for having really good bathrooms stateside. So that's great. And actually, I was somewhere the other day and went into a bathroom and was like, wow, this is a nice bathroom right here in Georgia. So that was great.
We'd love to see it.
We brought awareness to the suburban paradise on some issues like parking in the street.
Yeah, the trash can thing.
The trash pickup debacle.
Yep.
Yes.
I feel like we're taking down the Jeep community duck by duck as well. So
yes. So we've done a lot of good this year. A lot of good in the world. And so you're welcome.
But also thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we couldn't do this without you guys.
That's right. Oh man. Okay, but the final thing to wrap up this this podcast episode, we thought we might share because we're going into the new year and a lot of people set New Year's resolutions. We do not.
We don't really believe in those. No. If you do, we support you, that's right, of course. But I just think we should always have goals. First of all, the new year shouldn't be the only reason we're making goals. You should always have goals in every area of your life. Personal, work-related, school-related, spiritual, whatever it is. You should always have goals. And also, I feel like it sets unrealistic expectations sometimes because people set goals and they don't meet them. And then they either feel like a failure or they have no motivation to ever set a goal ever again. It's just not very healthy. So we're doing something different.
That's right. So we're doing something different because the Crozier Girls, we are content with mediocre. Let's just say that.
Well, certain things.
We're content with mediocre when it comes to New Year's goals.
Yes.
So we have compiled, each of us separately has compiled a few low-level goals for 2026.
Yeah. Like low risk. If we don't meet these, it's not the end of the world because these aren't actually that important.
That's right. That's right. So do you want to go first? Why don't you start?
Yeah, sure. How many do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I have 3, so.
Okay.
I couldn't come up with anything else, so if you have any ideas, I guess let me know. Okay. My first low-level goal is to become an expert at making sourdough.
Okay.
I finally I have my own kitchen. I have some starter from my mom. I finally bought flour. I'm not prepared. Yeah, so I need to do it.
Okay.
Which means I also need to make time to do it. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually a really well done. That's a good goal.
Thank you.
A good goal. Okay. One of mine was to clean out one closet or drawer a month.
Oh,
one a month.
That's
I think I could do that.
You can do it.
I mean, this our little podcast studio up here, which is also Robbie's office when he works from home, and also the old playroom, and also the storage of Sports Illustrated's that go back to the early 90s. Oh, 80s. Oh, yeah. That go back to the late 80s. We have them all. If you ever want to come peruse Robbie's Sports Illustrated collection, they are also up here. But this place is getting a big clean out.
You know what McKinney said to me the other day? He said, like, Dad actually has a lot of really cool sports paraphernalia. Like, we need to turn the upstairs playroom, like, into his man cave because he actually has a lot of really cool stuff to display. It's just not strategically displayed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he does. He has some cool stuff. So anyway, but I felt like one closet or drawer a month. I mean, that's easy.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. My next one is to find a new favorite show because I'm like notoriously bad at watching new shows. Like maybe I'll watch a few episodes or even a season and then I'll get bored and I'll stop and I'll just go back to what I know because it's familiar. Like Gilmore Girls, New Girl, Downton Abbey. Like I just rewatch those all the time. I'm really bad at like finding a new show that has multiple seasons and sticking with it. And no, Stranger Things is not going to be that show.
That's right.
But like a show that I actually would enjoy because I know they're out there. I just like I'm really bad at that. So
and hopefully there won't be another season of Summer I Turned Pretty. So that can't be the show either.
Right. No, that doesn't count. It needs to be a show that's like not like it's already all out because the Summer I Turned Pretty was like we're watching the episodes as they come out. Like that's different. It needs to be an older show. Like lots of people have seen that I've been recommended 1,000 times. And I've always been like, I'm going to watch that. And I just never have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good, I like that goal.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice. Maybe I'll watch one with you. Okay, another one of mine is to update the throw pillows in my living room. My throw pillows are terrible. They're so ugly and they're just not good quality pillows. So I would like to, throughout the year, update my throw pillows.
Yeah, that's a really good good idea. I'll go shopping with you for new throw pillows.
Great.
I feel like any advice I give you, you'll probably disagree with me on, but I'll still go with you.
Not true. Not true.
We just have different tastes.
True. Okay.
Okay, my third one is to try something new / something that not necessarily scares me, but like gets me out of my comfort zone every month. Like one thing every month. And it can be just something new, not necessarily something scary. And that also doesn't have to be.
Do you have any ideas? Or
No.
do you want the podcast listeners to send you ideas?
Yeah, send me ideas of like, oh, Rebecca would enjoy this. I don't think she's ever done it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Maybe this is new. It's not like scary, but remember when we were at the Chris Kendall market and that lady said she has her shop at the mall and you can go there and take classes on like how to make like soap and stuff? So that might be fun.
That would be fun.
Okay.
Like just learning new things or just trying new things. Like I would love to go take like a cooking class or something.
Oh.
I feel like that
be
could be expensive, but
that would be very helpful for you though.
Yeah.
Because you didn't learn very good cooking skills at home.
I didn't. Maybe I could go to Aaron Brewer's cooking class and it doesn't have to be like an official cooking class.
That's
I could
true.
just go somewhere.
I like it. Okay. That's a good one. Okay. My last one is to get your dad to go through his clothes and throw stuff out. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but this year is the year that I'm going to get him to actually go through his closet, pull out every single item and keep it or throw it out because there's so much stuff hanging up there he does not wear.
Here's the thing is I feel like you could do that and he wouldn't notice.
But the problem is every now and then I'll pull something out and wear it that he hasn't worn in a while.
Oh,
and it's like, oh,
shoot,
great. I would have thrown that. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, this also needs to be one of his goals for it to be.
Well, I don't care if it's one of his goals. It's my goal. I just have to strategize on how to make it happen.
Okay.
How to pull it off.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you had 4? Do you have another one?
Well, I did have another one. Read one book a month. That's
a good
level.
Yeah, that's a good goal.
Yeah.
I did not meet my Goodreads goal this year.
I've never really set a goal for like reading, but like I can read a book a month. I read more than 12 books a year. So I just want to kind of have a goal for it. So,
that's a good one.
If I got really creative, I might say, okay, I want, to read 4 books in this genre or 3 books in this genre, 3 in this, 3 in this, and 3 in this, and that equals 12 or whatever. So I might do that. I don't know. Still processing through that.
Right.
Level
It's
goal.
a lot to process.
It's a lot. And we don't want to make it too difficult because these are low level.
Yeah. And we also have a lot of things going on in our lives that are necessary. Like if we don't reach these, it's okay because there are more important things.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I enjoyed that. That was good. Maybe you can help me accomplish my goals and I'll help you accomplish yours.
Okay.
Great.
You could try something new with me every month.
Yes, that would be fun.
I know.
Okay, well, I guess it's time for high point and low point,
Yeah.
which is going to be really hard because I feel like we've talked about
all the cool stuff that's
yes,
happened.
that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, my high point would probably be the lessons and carols. I enjoyed that so much. And it was just, it like set the tone for the week moving into Christmas. It was so beautiful. It was just, I really, really enjoyed that. So that would be my high point.
Yeah. That's a good one. Because, I feel like my high point would either be just like our day on Sunday or just like Christmas Eve in general. Like I just feel like with Christmas, it's just.
Okay, wait. I just realized I have like a high point that's also partly a low point. So I have a very good friend, one of my best friends, and on Saturday they found out some very, very, I mean, for lack of a better term, bad news, health news about her husband. So that's like a low point. But the high point is he had major surgery on Monday and 48 hours later he was home. And so that was such a high point for me on Christmas Eve, just getting that text from her like we are headed home. And I was just so happy. Now, also the low point is like the journey's not over. There's test results to come back and, future treatments and things like that. But it was such a high point, and just seeing how strong their faith was. Like, no matter what the outcome is, the Lord is good and He has got us. And so, really, my whole week has been like a combination of just so excited that He's doing so well, but then also just the reality of what is coming down the road. So that would be my low point, is just them having to walk that really, really difficult path. But the high point being that, praise the Lord, he got home for Christmas. So
yeah, that's a good one. And their faith just through this whole thing, I feel like has just been so strong. And it's been cool to hear about from you, and just how they had a peace, like about whatever was going to happen, because that peace is only from God, not from their circumstances. So yeah. Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Did you have a low point?
That it wasn't freezing cold on Christmas. Can that be a low point? I just like need it to be so cold that I can't go outside on Christmas. Yeah. Like
not even that it's not freezing cold, but that it's 70 degrees.
Like I was loading up my car Christmas Eve morning to go to Papa and Gaga's house, and I had like a long sleeve shirt on, and I had to go back inside and change because I was like hot.
I know.
And I was like, this is so stupid. Yeah. And also, it's not like, oh, we live in the South, it never gets cold here. False. It was cold last week. Like, it's been cold. Why?
Unseasonably cold.
Yeah. So why, as soon as Christmas is here, it's like, oh, okay, it's going to be hot. Like, I don't know. It's like not even funny anymore. I'm not laughing. Like, except that now I am. But, like, it's not funny. So.
Yeah, it was annoying. And then it's going to get cold again on Sunday or Monday. So literally just a week of Christmas.
I know. And I feel like that happens every freaking year. It's like freezing and we're like, oh, it's wintertime. And then
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I know.
So that's a bummer because we have like Christmas sweatshirts and fun like
no one makes Christmas t-shirts
stuff
that are short sleeve, except they do, and I wore one yesterday.
Right,
but like
right.
Most people don't wear those.
Yes,
so
that's true. So anyway, that is a good low point.
Thanks,
so well done. I think this is a good episode, and I guess we're signing off for 2025.
That's kind of sad. Like
our inaugural season is over.
Does that mean we have to do like season 2? Like, or do we just keep?
No, I think we just keep counting up episodes.
Okay. Yeah. Because I feel like some podcasts will do like
they'll take a break. So I guess if we want to take a break and start back, but then I think if we do that, we will never start back.
Never start back. Because we kind of have done that. Like there was like there were a few weeks that it was more than 2 weeks in between.
Yeah, especially when you first moved back.
Yeah.
And I think that the goal for us is going to be like every other week because I just think with you being back and your schedule and my schedule, us trying to do it every week is a little
Which is
tricky.
Crazy that it's trickier now when we're on the same time zone.
But I figured out why. It's because when it's 4 or 5 o'clock here and I can do it, when you're in Croatia, it's 11 PM and you're headed to bed. You're
Right,
home.
like, I didn't have any plans,
You had no
but now,
plans.
4 or 5 PM, like, I'm getting off work, like, I usually have things to do or I have plans with people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's a good point.
So that's what's made it tricky, is that now we're on the same time zone, and so when you have plans, I also, in the evenings, we both have plans. So anyway, but we will do our best to get one out every other week. And so we'll talk to everyone in 2026.
Thank you for listening this year.
Thanks for a great year, everyone.
Bye.